It's marry, kill, right? Like,
well, it said kiss, marry, kill.
Okay, we'll keep it.
Okay.
We'll keep it PG. Why don't we swear more on this thing?
I don't know, because people get pissed.
Do they?
I don't know.
Oh.
YEA Networks.
Hey guys, I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Ours was pretty chill, very quiet. My brother is still in town. Jeff cooked. Boys were good. It was very cold.
Yeah, it's weird because
freezing today.
Wednesday, when I got home from work, it was like 65 degrees.
Yeah.
So I finished putting up all of our Christmas decorations, and I was like, because it's going to get cold. And then yesterday, it snowed. So there's snow everywhere.
Yeah, and it's only like 20 degrees. I think tonight's supposed to get down to like 13, and tomorrow's going to be cold.
Hence the sweater jam.
Yeah, and I got my blanket because it's cold today, and hot tea.
You took some bullets last week for your outfit, for your spite outfit.
Listen, you guys are the best. You guys have my back. Like anybody that comes after me, y'all are like, because somebody made a comment about my Thanksgiving post. So I was wearing like a matching sweatsuit from Aviator Nation that Jeff bought me for my birthday.
Yeah, so easy. And by the way, that was like over $300 for that outfit. It was more than what I was wearing.
I told him, I was like, you take it back. I was like, because
that place is ridiculous.
They're having Black Friday sale. The story's amazing though. She was selling those sweatshirts in Venice Beach. And now she's on Forbes. She's like a billionaire.
Yeah, because you sell 4 outfits and you're on a billionaires list.
Yeah, but
it's ridiculous. I just get it because it's your birthday.
Yeah.
And I'm a tidy, so I'll splurge a little bit.
That's like the only thing I get once a year.
But people made fun of your outfit when it was really expensive, that outfit. That's my point.
Yeah, but people just say, can you dress better? Well, somebody made a comment, can you dress better on the podcast? And then somebody else said, can you wear something else besides, like PJs and sweats? But I don't think people realize this is in our house and it's just like cozy. Like I said, this is just like a relaxed podcast. It's not to be, I do have my hair and makeup done today though.
Someone, I was reading the comments too, but thank you for all the comments. Even if they're bad, at least it like kind of spikes those numbers. You know what I mean?
You guys are awesome though. Thank you for like, y'all are always like got my back. And like you're just right on those people.
Where was everybody when they're like, oh, Jeff dresses nice, but he's not aging so well. So someone wrote that. And what's up, man? No one had my back.
I told him to.
I am though.
You need to start incorporating good skincare. You need to start going into facials.
I do.
You need to start, and even you don't have to do, I know you don't like Botox, but you don't have to get Botox. You can, if you use like a good retinol, a vitamin C, a good moisturizer, you're good. You have good skin.
I just bought some more like different facial stuff. That was pretty expensive, but I wanted to try it. It
all is.
It's like what Mario Lopez uses. And he's like a poster boy for not aging.
I'm sure Mario Lopez gets Botox.
I'm sure he does too, because he looks like he's 12 and he's 50.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's aged much.
And he's ripped. What's up with those jeans? What does that guy eat?
Well, he probably makes over $1 million a year, and you got a trainer. He probably has a chef. He probably has all those connections.
He probably doesn't drink Peroni beers
while you're doing the podcast. I'm actually today feeling finally like better. I had a cold and get a antibiotic. I was like, this is like day 18 of just this congestion, but it's finally kicking out. I'm finally feeling better. So I got my hot tea with lemon and honey, trying to get rid of it. But I did forget to say this. I meant to say it in the beginning. Thank you again. Like I always say, thank you for downloading, tagging, subscribing, telling a friend, all that stuff.
And writing mean comments.
Yeah. No, y'all don't write mean comments.
I'm just joking.
Other randoms do. I'm like, you don't even follow me. Why are you on here? Go away.
But it's, I mean, people are insane. But at least, it's getting a little traction, Yeah. If people are like getting after it in your comments, I think that's a good thing.
I think because I was so young, I was 22 when I did Big Brother. And when I got off Big Brother, I thought everybody's nice. Oh my God. And it was pretty brutal when I got off Big Brother, like the comments that people would say. But I think after so many years, you just get so used to it that it doesn't like bother me, I'm just like, whatever. Like,
It bothers me. I pretend like it doesn't bother me, but sometimes I look and I'm like, what'd you just say? And then I like look at their profile and then it's like, I block everybody. But then I'm like, I want to like go to their house and be like, ding dong. Be like, why'd you write that comment?
What actual normal person?
No, you're insane. Yeah.
Writes something mean. I would, even if, like how I'll say on here, even if people get on my, like I always say this, Kardashians get on my nerves, but they're not relevant.
Any message on the Kardashians?
I would never comment on any, I was just giving I know I talked about them last week, but I'm just saying, I would never write a mean comment on anybody's social media ever.
It's just insane. Like The Rock comes out with a movie and someone didn't like it and they're like, you suck. Like, yeah, it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Are you insane?
And then I'm going back on Big Brother. Well, I'm not going back on Big Brother. I'm going to help, just help navigate, I guess, the game. I don't really know what's going on, but that too, I'm just prepared. Like the comments are going to be that group, the Big Brother crowd. That's a rough crowd.
It's brutal.
They murder you.
You guys know who you are. I think some of them come over here, but
they're pretty brutal.
Yeah,
I'm already preparing myself for the criticism over everything.
Definitely get it.
I'm gonna.
It doesn't matter. You could show up looking like, perfect, whatever that is, and people will still kill you.
I'm gonna get killed.
Yeah.
But okay, let's switch gears.
Yeah.
I said the last time for y'all to send me questions, and y'all did on my Instagram, and I have them. I did a screen recording because there were so many, but there were some really good ones. I loved a lot of them. So we're just gonna do a little Q&A today. Okay, so some was about the reindeer games for Big Brother. That I really don't have any information. They keep me in the dark. I'm gonna walk on the set, studio, wherever it is, and they're gonna tell me then what's going on, right?
It's gonna bring back memories though, being there, huh?
That's my first time going back to Big Brother without you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, for me, weird. That lot where they film Big Brother is, it's special because of Big Brother, right? We did it twice. Also, then I, worked there and did the after shows there and then the finales, after I worked there and stuff. So, I had some really special moments there. So always going on that lot makes me feel good.
Stage 18.
Yeah, so it's gonna be cool
we always get a picture when we go back there. And the last time we were there was when we were engaged. When we got engaged. And if I think about it, so many, like I met Jeff there. I went back there. Remember I was pregnant with Lawson and we were on stage. Yeah, that's what I mean. We had so many good memories. So many good memories. Big Brother's always been great to us. So
that'll be cool for you to get back there.
And I do remember seeing one of these, and sorry if I look like I'm not talking. I'm trying to while you're talking, I'm trying to pick questions. But somebody did ask, is Big Brother edited? Are people edited? And no. I don't know what Big Brother's like anymore. I'm speaking of when we were on.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Is it, do they edit you to look a certain way? Is it fake?
Oh, well, it's definitely edited. What are you talking about?
No, I mean, you know what I mean. Are people...
Are they, listen, I learned way back. Listen, I've said some dumb things on there too. But if you don't say it, they can't produce you to say it. So a lot of people are like, oh man, even being on the show, like, I got a bad edit, Yes. And I was like, I was in there with you. You were an asshole the whole time. It wasn't an edit. I think you don't know that you're an asshole.
Head, when I was in the house, how I thought people looked on the outside, that's how they looked on the outside. So there was nothing. Yeah. I thought it's 100%. You can watch it 24 hours.
Right.
So you can't, I don't know. It's not. It's
then when you're in the diary room, this is kind of little behind the scenes though. And a lot of people ask, do they edit that? Are they telling you to say something? And again, they can't edit you a certain way unless you say it. And sometimes the producers will coax you, I would say, in some sort of way. I remember just my specific one was maybe Jordan won't be around. That's the kind of questions they talk to you about. And I know they wanted a soundbite saying, well, maybe Jordan, maybe we weren't the friends that we thought we were, because then it leaves you a little cliffhanger. I know they wanted a soundbite, something like that. And I was like, right. I'm not saying that, I'm not going that way. It's not like they asked me to say that. I'm not trying to put words in they definitely don't put words in your mouth. But I do remember, they do coax you a certain way because they want that
soundbite.
soundbite and they want you to be like, oh, wait, put doubt in the audience head. Like maybe Jeff isn't so into Jordan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's good for television. But if you don't say it, they can't edit that.
People don't get that. Like they're making people, they need that drama. They need that stuff. They need the cliffhangers. That's why people come back and watch it.
Right. And again, they don't make you say anything. I don't want people to get confused about that.
No,
because that's a big question. They're always like, oh, no, I think they make you say that. They don't make you say anything. That just from my point of view.
No, it's 100% real.
Yeah.
This was another big question a lot of you were writing because on the last episode, I had talked about going to get the IUD replaced. And they were asking, why replace an IUD if you're not having any more kids, make Jeff get snipped. And a lot of things were Jeff snipped. Why did Jeff not get a vasectomy? One word, vasectomy, like that. So
I said
mine, I have Kylena. So a lot of other IUDs, and if you don't know what that is, so you don't get pregnant, a lot of IUDs are last 7 years or I think longer. My sister's last longer. I have Kylena. Kylena only lasts 5 years. So that's why I couldn't, that's why I had to get it out sooner. And Jeff mine expired. I knew exactly when, because the OBGYN was laughing because she goes, you remember when you got it done? I go, oh yeah, 6 weeks after I had Leighton, that's when I had it put in. And she was like, oh, that's good. So mine was basically expired. So I was like, I do not want any more kids. I do not want to get pregnant because my doctor was telling me, yes, you can get pregnant if it's expired. So Jeff was not stepping up and doing anything and making appointments. So I'm like, well, it's either have another kid or like risk it. And I don't want any more right now. And so, so that's why I went on ahead and was like, and I had to get it out anyways. So that's why I did it. But after experiencing how it felt this time around, I told me.
I still was on the fence about having kids. I was still down for it, but I'm 45 now. I don't think I'm there. I don't think we're going to do it. Anyways, I said to the haters out there, when that expires, I'm going to go get it snipped up.
In 5 years. So in 5 years, he will go get snipped up and then I'm not doing it anymore.
Okay.
So moving on.
All right. Let's take a little break.
Okay.
I'm going to go snip it, and then we'll come back.
Okay, welcome back. So going over some more of the questions. And like I said, there are some really good ones. But another one said, do you guys fight over parenting styles? I don't think we do.
No, I don't think we do
ever
either.
have.
Yeah, I think we're on the same page. Not like we talked about it, but I just think like, we know when our kids
I tried to spank and it didn't do anything. Like for me, when my parents spanked me, geez, I straightened up. It doesn't do anything. Sitting in timeout didn't do anything. And it was more so sitting down, talking to them. That more so helped than anything. Yeah, I don't
he
do
never
that. Spanked,
I don't spank
ever.
them. But I just, make fast movements. And I get aggressive and then they get scared. So I don't know how long that works, but it's still in the stage. If I just move fast and loud, that's enough.
But Lawson, he's at that age now where he's like really good. School helps them mature and he's really good. Like if he throws a fit, it's like, Lawson, come on. That's all I'll say to him. I'm like, where's my big boy? And then he'll normally stop because he wants to be good.
And we send them up. I think the punishment is like, go upstairs and don't come down here. And I think that's
the worst punishment for them is to tell them they cannot hang out with the neighbor's kids. I mean, it's like screaming and crying. So normally it's going upstairs.
And then, it's so bad punishment because their window looks onto our driveway and they could see everybody outside, which is great because then it's like they look out the window all sad. And I'm like, you shouldn't have done that.
Yeah. Jeff was the one that I think, okay, so before we had kids, you were so impatient and just quick tempered, you were just like your Chicago friends. And once we had the boys, you were like so different. Like, I feel like I'm the one that I'm more, I think because I'm with them more, I'm kind of quick to snap, but you're so calm. It actually made you calm and made you more patient having kids.
Because I knew my temper's always been a problem my whole life. So I knew, they're little, they're tiny little people. I'm describing what a kid is, but it's like, if I let my anger and aggression take over, it could be a problem. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I had to really dial it back and, understand that they're kids and I'm their father to teach them the right way. They don't know the right way. So I had to dial back all my emotions and aggressions and, which is a good thing. Yeah.
Right. I try not to yell, but sometimes I'm like, how many times do I have to tell you guys to put your shoes up?
I still pop every once in a while.
I mean, every parent does. You would be lying if you said you didn't, but I think people get scared to talk about that because somebody's going to be on there being like, that's abuse if you're screaming at your child.
Is it? Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what gets, what really lately is just my patience is over. Like I can't stand it.
Screaming?
No, like what bothers me the most,
what?
That stupid YouTube that they watch. I can't stand it. I want to smash the TV in half. I have to leave.
They have these, and all the kids know who these
kids are like millionaires, and they're so stupid, these videos.
I said to Lawson the other day, we were going to school, I was backing out, and he said, we were talking about birthdays, because my birthday at the time was coming up. And then I go, I know. And then he goes, Mom, I'll be driving one day. And I said, I know. And you're going to be driving this car. And he goes, no, I probably need a nicer car. And I was like, what? I go, I'm the one that's going to get a nicer car. You're getting the old car. What do you mean? And then he was like, oh, somebody from YouTube, who the kids all know. He goes, Mom, he got whatever car, this super nice car for his birthday. And I go, listen, that's not real life. That is not, I go,
it is for those kids.
Every 16-year-old gets a junk car. You get a junk car because you're probably going to wreck it and dent it and mess it up.
Who said anything about a car?
You get a car, but you don't get a brand new car.
You get a $300 sweat outfit. That's what you get on your birthday. That's what you get.
These poor kids. Let's see. Best advice for first-time parents.
Oh, you know what the best advice that I got that I kind of pass on? One, don't judge anybody. No. That's just my own little thing.
Wait, and you're going to be, I was this person that said,
that wasn't my advice.
Hang on, no. Hang on, before you get started, because me and you both were this. We would say, when I have kids, I said this. When I have kids, I would never let my kid do that. Like if I was out and a kid was throwing a fit, I'm like, I would take my kid out of this place. And I always would say things in my head. Yeah, right. I was not doing any of that. Do not be judgy at all.
Yeah. Speaking of my temper, that's another thing. Listen, I say I'm working on my temper. I still get pissed about everything. But this one really gets me is like, when people tell you or parents tell you like you were having postpartum depression and you couldn't breastfeed and whatever. And people are still jamming like it's the best natural way because we live in California. I wanted to strangle those people. I'm like, you don't know what we're going through at home. Just keep your business to yourself and we'll mind our own. You know what I mean? Like just telling you like little things that because they do that for their kids, they think it's universally works for everybody. So mind your business. That's what I would say in general. But back to my best advice I got, no matter someone, I think Bayard told me this.
Yeah. I know what you're going to say.
No matter what the problem is right now, this is to new parents and parents in general, that problem will definitely pass, but you'll just be dealing with a new problem. So whatever it is, know that it's going to be going away in a week or two or a month, but a new problem will occur. Yep. And for some reason that made me feel better because I'm like, this is never going to end. Like if he has night screaming or whatever, I'm like, this is never going to end.
Lawson kind of went through some night terrors. And if you've ever experienced that, oh man, because
or they're not sleeping well, whatever it is, it will pass. Yeah. So that was the best advice that I really held on to.
And this is another question that I saw that kind of, because you said you get mad at everything. Someone said you always look so mad on Daily Blast Live and look like you hate your job. Do you hate your job and why are you always so mad? I have to follow along with that.
People at work say that too. Sometimes I'm just not in the mood I don't want to, I love my job and I love everyone I work with, but sometimes I'm just not in the mood to talk politics or get into like these conversations that are so controversial that I know I'm just going to get killed for it, and it's just like, I don't feel like getting killed today or having a video out there and then people are going to write me and it's not who I am because I have a 30-second soundbite to explain my side. And it's just like, sometimes I'm not in the mood to do that. I got into this business to do like movies and things like that. I understand things happen and I went a different route, but just I know it's my job and I work great hours, but I'm just, the fighting and the bickering and the vitriol with Democrats and Republicans, it gets exhausting. So sometimes I am mad when I look mad and sometimes I'm just listening.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, was that too much? Should I lay down and talk to my therapist about that?
Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Yeah.
Me, no.
Oh, for sure.
I hate pineapple on pizza.
Yeah, if you get a good like Hawaiian, style pizza with the Canadian bacon and you put some red pepper flakes on there, jam.
Wow.
Yeah, okay. I love it.
Are your brother and sister married? Any nieces and nephews?
Yeah, I have two brothers and nieces and nephews, yeah.
I have a sister. A lot of people don't know I have a sister because she doesn't have social media and she doesn't leave North Carolina. And then I have a brother and one nephew.
Wow. Did you hear that, Peyton? He's listening in.
I know. He's like, what?
That was like,
Peyton's like waiting.
That was like, hey, man. And I got this thing on my ass. I don't know what it is.
Me and Peyton are besties. He knows. What do you love most about each other?
What do I love most about it? You answer that one.
Why? Because you got to think about it.
Yeah.
You don't change. I've always said this. You don't change who you are for who you're around. It doesn't matter if you're with somebody who is a celebrity, rich, poor, homeless, whatever. You don't change who you are. You always stay the same.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Actually, I like that compliment.
Jeff, this is another thing, and I feel like you get this because I feel like your mom's this way. You're never involved in any drama. You never talk bad about people, and your mom's the same way. And I feel like you pick up things from like your family, and your mom, I feel like, is that type. I don't know because I didn't know you guys then, but when you were growing up, I feel like your mom probably was never involved in any drama, and she just is like super sweet and just wants to get along with everybody. So I feel like you picked up that. That's a good trait you picked up, I feel like, from your family.
Yeah. Wow. That was really nice.
Yeah. Okay. You still haven't thought of one for me?
I should have went first. Wait, what was the question exactly? No, I do have one. I just wanted to answer. Now yours was really good. Yeah, you looked at these first.
What do you guys love about each other?
Dang. No, I love you so much. I can't even put into words how much I love you. I don't know. I just love your person. I love your personality. I just love you being you.
It's so bad.
What? Is that bad? I'm not. Sorry. What do you want me to give? A cheesy answer? I just love who you are, the person that you are. I like you. Oh, man. I really should have went first.
You sound terrible.
I do sound terrible.
We'll take a break.
No.
And then
I don't want to sound like that. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm saying... I like who you are. I don't know how do I articulate that. Just who you are as a person.
Thank you.
I like hanging around with you. You're my best friend. You're my wife. I can't win here. I'm out.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, man.
Those are nice things too.
I can't even repeat about last night, but that
you're like my friend that I can have sex with. It's cool.
That sounds even worse. Oh my God. Do you want to talk about last night?
No. We had a bad sexual episode. We're gonna keep that one under wraps. It involved a nosebleed of sorts. Oh my God, what happened? I don't even know what that was. All right. We're stopping there. Jordan's, you need to take it easy. Oh my God. Don't say.
I won't say anything.
It was. Listen,
Okay.
you can't hit a home run every time. You know what I mean?
We're going to take a break. I need a minute.
All right, we're taking a break.
We're back. Jeff had to get a beer and I clear my throat.
Everyone's probably wondering what happened. It wasn't bad. It was bad.
It was like,
the experience
it
was
reminded
bad.
me of like, what is that movie? This is 40, like something just a comedy movie. It was just one
like
thing
after
another. And I'm like, this is terrible. Don't even start.
All right, that's
it
enough.
was so,
That's enough.
okay.
It was Thanksgiving. I was full. Pretty drunk.
Oh, okay. Okay. What is the hardest thing about y'all's age difference? I thought that was a good question. Because we are 8.5 years apart.
Yeah. I don't really, it's not enough where it's like affects our relationship. I think like you don't get a lot of my references, but that's just because you don't watch a lot of movies either.
Right. Blatant chill.
And a lot of my jokes and references come from movies. So that might be an age thing, but you also just don't watch movies.
Okay, so someone else asked, were you upset when you asked me to marry you on Big Brother? Because they said you were very quiet. And behind, not going in details, I've always talked about this. I have a very dysfunctional family. Parents do not like each other. That was the first time my parents were in, I think, since my sister's wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the first time.
The first time. And so when I saw everybody come out, I was like, oh shit, like what's going to happen? Is this going to turn into the Jerry Springer show? Is everybody going to start fighting or what is going to happen? So that's probably why I was more quiet, because I really was in shock, and I was in shock too, because Jeff kept telling me the whole time, he was throwing me off. He was like, I'm not ready to get married yet. Like, I'm not financially there. He just would say all this stuff and I believed him. So,
the question was for you.
Yeah, for me.
Oh, I was like, what are you talking about?
No. You were fine. It was me. They said, and there was, like, I shared this before when I was like, oh my gosh, it was fake tears on the show. That was fake.
It wasn't fake. It was sweat.
It was sweat, but I wasn't crying. But I think I was in so much shock because my family was there. And then you want to talk about how weird we all went to dinner after, and that was the most awkward dinner ever. But moving on, kiss, marry, kill.
Oh, I love
these.
Game.
Tacos, pizza, chicken wings, kiss, marry, kill.
It's marry, kill, right? Like,
well, it said kiss, marry, kill.
Okay, we'll keep it.
Okay,
we'll keep it PG. Why don't we swear more on this thing?
I don't know, because people get pissed.
Do they?
I don't know.
Oh, well, I don't know. Yeah, maybe kids listen. Okay, so kiss, marry, kill. This is so weird.
I would kill chicken wings. I love chicken wings, but I would kill
them too.
I would
pizza, and what was the other one?
Pizza and tacos. I would marry tacos and kiss pizza.
I would marry pizza and kiss tacos.
Yeah, because I knew you were going to say that.
If I'm like Thanksgiving was yesterday. If I was just stuffed to the gills and there was just a nice slice of New York pizza, like thin crust with cheese, I would take a bite of it, even if I was sick.
Jeff got pizza. Mad at me. It was so funny. You even told the neighbors about it because you were sick. I think you had COVID, and I had thrown out pizza, and you were so excited because you finally could eat pizza or something. Maybe you didn't have COVID. You had something, and you went downstairs to get some of that pizza, and you were so excited to eat it, and I threw it away.
No, was I hungover?
No, I think you gave up pizza for Lent. That's what it was.
Oh,
you gave up pizza
and I was
for
looking
Lent,
forward to eating it.
and you were looking forward to eating it the next day. And I had leftover pizza. I just threw it out because I was like, I'm not going to eat it. And then you wanted it so bad, and then I threw it out.
I thought about it all night.
Yeah. And Jeff
That's
even told my neighbors about it.
Yeah, I was pissed about it.
You were so mad at me that I threw out pizza.
Yeah, but my favorite is like, if you have a couple beers the night before, you wake up and I'm just like, oh, we got that leftover pizza in the fridge.
Yeah.
And I eat it for breakfast, and it's my favorite thing in the whole world.
Yeah. So good. What is one trait your husband or wife has that you wish you had? A trait. I wish I had your lips. You have good lips.
Ooh.
I've always said, and skin, you've always had good skin.
Not
you
anymore.
Never
I'm
have
getting
breakouts.
old.
I got like boils, fever blisters. You never have any breakouts ever.
Okay, yours, I wish I had your gift of like gab, you know? You kind of talk to everybody. You're like, oh my God, hey, how's it going? And I'm just like, man, I don't want to talk to this asshole. You know?
Yeah, okay. I think it's just where you're from, you know?
Yeah.
I think, yeah. And then if Lawson or Layton was a girl, did we have girl names picked out? I knew Sailor was the name I would, if Lawson was a girl, he would have been Sailor.
She.
Yes, she.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. Yeah, so mine, we just talked about this yesterday. That was weird. Okay. So Elf is like my favorite Christmas movie. Yeah. We watched it yesterday. And I forgot her name. But in the movie,
Jovi.
Her name's Jovi. But what's her real name?
I have no idea.
I do, but I forgot. But I like the name Jovi a lot. So that would have been mine. You don't like Jovi at all.
I didn't like Jovi.
I think that's real. I love that name.
But I hate saying that because if somebody's name is Jovi, I feel bad saying that. That's another
I like
thing.
I really
if you're a
like
new parent, don't tell anybody what you're going to name your kids.
That's a good, definitely not.
I was working at the hair salon then, and people would be like, oh, what names do you have picked out? And I remember having Lawson, and I was telling like a couple of her names, and they're like, you know, and everybody gives their opinion. Even if I didn't like somebody's name, I'd never tell somebody I didn't like that name.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
You know what? Now I'm thinking about that girl's name and I can't think about it. She's married to one of those like property brothers. You know, those two brothers? They're kind of nerdy, but.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
She's married to one of them.
She is?
Yeah, it's such a weird couple, right?
Yes.
I don't know why I just thought said that.
Weird couple, but.
True.
Yeah. We'll do this real fast because we're running low on time. Fellow Chicago here. Oh, wait, no, this one. What's the best Italian place in Chicago, and why is it obvious? Pasta d'arte. So
Pasta d'arte?
Pasta, yeah.
And Nonna Silvia's.
Yeah,
those are our jams. If we're in Chicago and you're looking for us, we're probably at one of those places. And then
fellow Chicago, planning on visiting Colorado, never been. Any suggestions?
For Colorado?
Yeah.
Go up to, Morrison. This Evergreen. Is what we do here. Evergreen, go to Little Bear and Evergreen. That's one of my favorite spots. Little strip in Morrison where Red Rocks is. Great little pizza joints and ice cream and beer, whatever, draft beers. And take a little hike in the mountains, you know? It's beautiful.
Yeah. And one last question, because a couple questions people always ask, and I forget too. Everybody always asks what your tattoo on your wrist says. I have no tattoos. But you can explain.
All right, so I'll end with this story.
Yeah.
So there's a story behind this. So if you're watching, if you don't, I have a tattoo that my watch could cover, you know, and that's why I got it. And I was, why is every story I'm drunk? I was drunk. And it says strength and honor. It's from the Gladiator, but it's in Japanese. Yeah, I know. I'm a nerd. So we were in California and we were out drinking on Sunset, and we were talking about the Gladiator, and I loved it so much. And my buddy's like, if you got a tattoo of the Gladiator, I'd pay for it. I'm like, no, you wouldn't. Donovan.
Oh, God.
We talked about him last week. We're definitely getting him on the podcast. So long story short, we walk over to this tattoo place, drunk, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to get a tattoo. He's like, I'll pay for it. And I'm like, I want strength and honor, but I don't want it to say strength and honor. I want it like hidden. And he's like, what do you mean? Like in Japanese? I'm like, yeah, I didn't know. I was like, yeah. So I'm like, I just want it small. They got a stencil as my whole forearm.
Oh,
it was strength and honor. I go, no. I go, I just want it small. So they come and then they made, good thing I wasn't that drunk. And they made it half of my arm. And I go, dude, I don't think you're understanding. I just want it small. Like he made a bet and he goes, I can't deal with this guy anymore. And they had to bring a new tattoo artist in. And I was like, oh my God, am I that like difficult? And they're like, this girl comes over and she's like, what do you want? I'm like, I want strength and honor. So my watch hides it. And she's like, that's it? I'm like, that's it. And it took 2 seconds. And then Donovan paid. Like it was $60. He had $80 in his wallet. I'm like, here you go. And I gave it to her and he's like, I can't believe you just got a tattoo.
Wow.
So that's where that story came from.
You got that. Yeah. You have another tattoo too, but.
And I got it when I was 18 and I was drunk in Panama City Beach.
It's a total spring break story.
Yeah. And it's crooked and I had to get it fixed. So that's a story for another time.
But thank y'all for listening.
This is our podcast. We don't need to rush. It's not like we're on a network time limit.
Oh, sorry.
You got me nervous like we were running out of time like I'm on Daily Blast Live.
Oh. All right. Well.
You want to compliment each other one more time before we go?
Do you want to give me a better compliment? All right. Thank you guys for listening, downloading, tagging a friend, subscribing. Thank you all for continuing to listen, and have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you guys later.
Love you.
Bye.